Most people get their first raise and immediately upgrade the wrong things. Bigger apartment, nicer cars, more expensive habits, and then they wonder why making more money didn't make life any easier. In this video, I'm actually going to be breaking down the upgrades that actually matter, the ones that make your life calmer, cheaper, and more flexible over time. Stick with me until the end if you're trying to find out the most valuable upgrade as you start making money. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and as well consider subscribing. Comment down below on which upgrade improved your life the most, not just how it looks. Your workspace is one of your highest leverage tools, especially if you're not in manual labor like myself. This isn't about Instagram aesthetics, it's about comfort, focus, and longevity. Instead of wasting money on monthly payments for things that depreciate, invest in things that's gonna help you make more money. Maybe things like if you're working from home, a chair, a desk that preserves your back. For me, I have a stand-up desk and they're phenomenal. I also have an ergonomic chair. I highly recommend that for people that work at their desk a lot. Another thing that I highly recommend is a monitor setup that reduces eye strain and preferably multi-monitors as you can be more productive with it. I see people crunched up at their desk looking at their tiny little laptop monitors like this. Like that cannot be good for you. A workspace flow that makes you more productive, whether if it's maybe hardware or software. Till this day, I see old school companies writing stuff down on paper and having to go through stacks of paper to find something, versus having everything in a software that you can easily look up. That is not efficient at all if you're manually having to go through all that stuff. If you're in manual labor field, then maybe consider something that maybe you can use in your work van or on a job site that makes things more efficient. Maybe a nice cool in the van to hold snacks and meals for you and the team so you can save time and money and not have to run out. Having additional material stocked up so you don't have to continuously run out to get these stuff. Maybe having some extra equipment at job sites that will make the workflow more efficient, something that makes commutes more affordable, workflow more efficient, right? You spend thousands of hours here. Treat it like an income-producing asset. Next, spend on experiences before stuff. If you're into material items, give this a try first before you start knocking it. Because if it doesn't scratch your itch, then sure, just go ahead and splurge on material items, right? But experiences build memories. They can help expand your perspective and get a better understanding of life, right? They don't just add reoccurring costs. Travel with purpose, try new things, take meaningful trips with people you care about. Intentional experiences compound emotionally in ways that things just don't, right? And I've always been big on traveling, and you'll never know who you run into during these times of enjoying experiences. I met my wife in Germany because I was looking to travel, and now we've got a family. Till this day, we're looking to travel and add on new experiences. The next one for us is probably gonna be maybe a cruise or traveling back to Germany. This just goes to show you, you'll never know who you're gonna meet as you go out and travel and experience life. This one is always important whether you have funds or not. But I get it if in the beginning when you're grinding with no money, you have fast food as an option or cheap packed lunch, that may get you by. But once you start making good money, start working on better quality foods. Upgrading your nutrition isn't about luxury dinners. It's about eating real high quality food, fueling your body so you think better, feel better, reducing long-term health costs as well. Cheap food is expensive later as your health declines. You are what you eat. Keep that in mind. Better food equals more energy, better focus, fewer sick days. We personally use HelloFresh at the house and it comes out to about $8.50 a dish and it is good quality food. Yeah, you have to cook it, but it's still super convenient. You can get meal prep if that's something you prefer. There's good high quality meal preps out there and most places have something local that you can go to that has meal preps. There's links in the description if you're interested in HelloFresh. If you check them out, you get $40 off your first box. So click on that link if you want to check that out. This is another one that you should get a head start on even when you're first starting off trying to get wealthy. The more your health and staying active is in sync with your hustle, the better it's gonna be for you. I've consistently went to the gym, but there was maybe about a year where I wasn't as consistent as I should as I prioritized work. But then I realized the healthier I am, the better that I actually perform at work. So I've been consistently going to the gym for quite some time now. If you're not interested in the gym, maybe taking up some boxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, maybe some sort of mixed martial arts, some sort of running activity, just running, right? Basketball, football, whatever hobby that you may enjoy. If you're unsure, just try things out and see if you like it. You'd be surprised on some sports activity that you can actually enjoy while getting a good workout. Health isn't something that you fix later. Maybe consider upgrading your sleep, supplements, movement, stress management, checkups. Your earning power depends on your body and as well your mind. So a healthy you is financially productive for you. I spend a good amount of money in supplements and as well maintaining my health, so this way I can be as effective as possible. Don't DIY taxes forever. A good accountant can actually protect your money as complexity increases. When you have side incomes, investments, multiple streams, a professional accountant can spot tax deductions that you miss, save you time, keep you compliant, and most importantly, a good accountant doesn't cost you money, they actually guard it. I should have hired an accountant much sooner. I was probably a year or two too late, and it costed me double or triple digits in taxes. I've had many cases where my accountants have actually saved me way more money than the actual cost of using them. For high earners, this lets you put money into your Roth even if you don't qualify normally. Once your income grows, taxes becomes one of your biggest costs if you don't upgrade your tax strategy. If you're making over $168,000 as a single person or $252,000 married, you won't be eligible for a regular IRA. So what you have to do is what's called a backdoor Roth IRA. To me, it's silly. I don't even know why you have to do this, but it's just an extra step that you have to do. What you have to do is make a non-deductible contribution to a traditional IRA and then immediately convert that balance to a Roth IRA. And that's called a backdoor Roth IRA. Max contribution if you're under 50 is $7,500. 50 or over is $8,600. This is the kind of upgrade that quietly adds decades of tax-free growth. Keep in mind, I'm not a professional accountant or a financial advisor, so definitely speak to one before you make any of these moves. Opportunity cost becomes something that you have to pay more attention to as you make more money, as the hustles that got you where you are can sometimes hurt you. For example, I was making over $200,000 a year and I was still running out and installing lock boxes, removing lock boxes, picking up sign writers, checking repairs, cleaning, etc., right? A bunch of things that I could have easily hired someone sooner to do these things while I go focus on money-making activities. There's bad convenience and good convenience. Bad equals impulse spending, good equals time leverage. Examples, grocery delivery, if it replaces eating out, right? Cleaning help. This one is huge because cleaners are not as much as people think they are. And if you're doing it weekly, they typically have discounts as well. It costs us about $150 a week to get our house cleaned, and it is completely worth it because now my wife has more time to do things that matter, such as hanging out with our daughter. Of course, I didn't always do this, but when you start making good money, this is something that is well worth it. Tools that reduce daily friction. The goal isn't laziness, it's reclaiming your time so you can focus on what actually matters. Not everyone needs a full-time financial advisor, but when you do need one, just make sure you get someone with a heart of a teacher. Someone that truly enjoys teaching you the reason of their investment strategies. When your income gets complex, clarity matters, so that's where financial advisors come to help out. And this could mean, maybe a fee-only planner, a one-time strategy session, portfolio review. You don't hand over control, you just gain direction and confidence. This isn't about, getting a degree, but more of just improving your knowledge and your skills. So if you're in a certain line of work, is there something that you can explore that you can add another skill to your repertoire that might help you increase your income? I learned a lot from YouTube channels like this one, but maybe consider getting a mentor or hiring a coach. It's about improving your ability to earn more, make better decisions, think more deeply. Intentional education compounds over time and actually increases income producing potential. Finally, what's the point of making all this money if you're not happy? Pick up some hobbies to bring some joy. If you're unsure of what to pick up, here's some of my hobbies. I enjoy going on walks with the pups, playing basketball, working out, fishing, being out on the water overall, whether it's the beach, on a boat. shooting ranges, boxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, going to experience new things with my family, right? YouTube is another hobby that I just recently picked up. I truly enjoy making videos like this. Hobbies help fight burnout, increase creativity, give life meaning. Money should give you freedom, not just added expenses. Invest in things that make you feel alive and happy. These aren't just flashy upgrades, they're strategic life upgrades, things that will make your life better and your money stronger. If you're earning more and still don't feel the freedom you expected, you're probably upgrading the wrong things. So tell me in the comments, what's one upgrade you think that actually improved your life and not just how it looked?